This is the Land's End to John O'Groats challenge. To raise money and awareness for his dad, who has recently become an amputee, Yain is taking on the mammoth challenge of cycling bottom to top of the UK. I will be driving Lottie, our support vehicle and accommodation, following him throughout this challenge, making sure that we get to the end. Last episode saw us cross the start line and make it 150 miles to Taunton, challenged at every turn by sticky starter motors, niggling knees and dodgy directions.
We found him!
In this episode, we make it a further 200 miles to Chester until our luck runs dry and disaster strikes. This forces us to ask the question, will we make it to Scotland?
Okay, here we go. Final big day towards home. So this is 103 miles today. It's the longest one I've done so far. But it should, in theory, get me back to the house. My house. Where Heather is going to zoom on ahead and get things fixed with the van. Have a bit of a mate afternoon. So I'm on my own for the whole day. I'm going to hopefully stop at a garage somewhere, get some food, but just keep going basically all day, otherwise it's going to take me too long. Google Maps has won today, taking us down this beautiful canal. It's not very fast, but I'm not too worried. It's nice start. So something I didn't realise, which is quite cool in cycling around the UK, is there are these national cycle routes. So I was just on National Cycle Route 3, which is what took me down that nice canal, but it's essentially kind of like highways for bikes all the way across the country, and they take you through really nice pretty places, which is what Google Maps keeps taking me down, and I'm about to go on to National Cycle Route 33. So yeah, quite cool, didn't know that existed, so I may have to cycle a few more of these when I finish this challenge, find some more new places. Cool. Shine a light through the eyes of the world left behind. Philadelphia freedom. I love her.
You'll be thankful to know that we made it to Tom's garage and Lottie is about to get a makeover.
Big boy hill, Mendit Hill. Yep. The last half an hour, I've been kind of admiring it, like wow, that's cool. Look at that hill. Now I've realised the reason I've been looking at it for the last half an hour is because the damn road's been going towards it, and now the road's going up and around it. Fucker. Whoa. Yeah. 40 mile an hour signs my arse. More like 4. Whoa. Come on the legs. Leg pump, hoorah, yeah. Leg pump, hoorah, yeah. What a beast. Oh yeah. Let's go.
It's actually hard to believe how simple that was to fix. But here we are. Lottie starts. Can I say that again? Lottie starts. And we are now at Yain's mum's house, so I've taken the opportunity to take out all of the bedding that we've got, all the bedding from the bedroom, all of our clothes, all going in the washing machine, all getting it dry, and I'm hoovering every square inch of this place because we've accrued some dust and sand over the last 4 days. So this is going to be a cleaning time lapse. Marie Cadeau, eat your heart out. Let's go.
This is awesome. I had to get off and get the camera. I saw this sign for a tunnel. Put your lights on. Check this out. Wow. This footpath's cool as hell. Whoa, here we go.
You only make you feel like you could never leave. Do the same, we can't go back. This is all we need. Follow me to make believe.
Wow. That was pitch black. I turned the camera off because I thought I was going to run into someone's dogs. That was crazy dark. Wow, super cool. Super cool. And I've almost cut off most of that road, which is probably about 5 miles looking at the map that goes round. So. Oh, right beside that red light. Oh, you're gonna let it all hang out. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. You make the rockin' world go round. Ha, pedal! Woo! Fat bottom girls! Oh, tunes on today. I haven't even told you guys the best part. Today, I've planned in 2 cool things. I'm going, well, 3 maybe. 1, the end destination is my house, which will be good. 2, going over the Clifton suspension bridge, because I've never done that before in Bristol, which is cool. And then 3, I'm going over the old Severn bridge, which is also super cool, because I've never been over that with a bike or walked it before. 15 miles left until the Clifton suspension bridge, which is my halfway point. I was just getting a bit tired. It's like lunchtime now, been going for about 3 hours. But I'm trying to get halfway before I stop for proper lunch. Got Heather packed me a power bomb. It's a peanut butter and Nutella wrap, so should give me a good bit of energy to get to lunch. Oh yeah, big endurance events like this really give you an appreciation for food as like a fuel source. They're like such a boost you get from just eating. It's unbelievable. Feeling much better. Get these last 9 miles cranked out to the first bridge. Nice stops. Okay, so we have arrived. Woohoo! Always wanted to come over here. Super cool. Cool. So I've always wanted to do that. I've driven under this bridge hundreds of times, going to the airport, etc. Because we don't live very far away from here. And I've always said I wanted to either walk over, run over, or something. So that's a tick off the list for me. Now I need to get back on track, keep cycling because I've got another 50 miles to get home, and it'll probably be dark by the time I get, and I need to stop in a cafe to find somewhere to have some food and charge up my phone a little bit. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm out of Bristol. I've realised I probably missed my chance to go to a proper cafe, but it was because it's now just gone 20 past 2, and I've realised I was running out of time for both light and to get this distance in, because it's telling me these next 50 miles are going to take way longer than I anticipated, which is probably because it's hilly as balls as I get close to home, which makes sense. So I think I'm going to struggle to get this done before dark. Okay, I've managed a quick lunch break. I got 2 litres of water to fill my bottles back up, a Boost bar for now, crisps because he said my meal was cheaper if I got them, and a tuna and sweet corn sandwich, and then the Snickers bar to put in here as my snack to keep going. Wow, good noise. Cheers, boys. So I'm going to eat this whilst I'm here, and then I'm going to get going again. Sorted. Just gonna nip to the toilet quickly, Back on the bike, let's get going. Okay, this has got to be the worst thing about the bike, is getting back on after lunch or something. One, you get like your legs kind of cramp up real fast when you're not warm. So because I've gone cold, and then like straight back into pedaling away, my legs are now like feeling the burn, and it'll take 10 minutes or so for them to get back into it. And the other thing is just a pain in the ass. The bum pain is real. Alright, I'm just crossing over the M4 now, probably hence the horrible noise, but I've just seen the old Severn Bridge for the first time, so we're close. Woo! Well, I'm very glad it's open. That would have caused me issues. Didn't realise it could be closed. Fuck! Super, super cool. Alright, so I've just rung Heather to tell her that my phone is going to die in the next 20 minutes or so. Luckily, I'm over the Severn Bridge and I know exactly where I'm going to get home now. So I've told her I'm just going to keep going. She knows the route. My mum and dad and all know the route, so I've told them if I'm not home by 6:30, they can drive along the route and come and find me. So that's the plan. It's going to be dark by the time I get home. I've got my lights, got my head torch, so should be okay. But we are going to get this 100 miles cracked out. I just overtook my first other cyclist. It was just like the reel. If any of you guys have seen the reel, 3, 2, 1, go! And then they're like car engine revs. It's like, they're not even racing you. He blinked. It was just like that. Okay, so this is the Wide Valley Road coming down here, and this is Tintern Abbey. Absolutely beautiful. And then it takes us along the Wye, the River Wye, all the way down there. I'm just having to stop for a snack and to give my back a rest.
Well done, Yai. 103 miles, people. 103 miles. How you feeling, bike man and Bane?
Oh, yeah. Bike's alright. Oh, legs have gone a bit jelly-like now. The last 10 miles were hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was getting on alright until got to like Monmouth, and then I kind of, all my snacks had gone and hadn't had any kind of salt or food properly for the last.
Do you want to come in and get some
hour
snacks?
And a half or so, I'm, yeah, a bit shaky. Whew.
Hey.
Oh, yes, please. Oh. Okay, it is Wednesday the 9th, and yesterday was my, just about 100 mile day. It was actually just under, which is kind of annoying. And the day before that I did 80 odd miles on a bike, so I'm very stiff this morning. But Heather's editing away,
Hello.
Eating her breakfast.
You're going to have episode 1, hopefully today.
There's my giant bowl of oats, and honey, peanut butter and Nutella, that all goes into it, as I have every morning, because I need a lot of food. And then Mum's.
Really nutritious breakfast for Marie there.
Anyway, the plan was today to do a small run this morning with possibly with some guys who from home that run in the kind of running club, but most of them are all working, so we're going to scrap that, and I'm probably going to have a bit of a rest day, and I'll just cycle this afternoon. I'm still going to do about 40 miles, but hopefully that'll be enough that my body will recover a bit, because my back and everything is cramping up hard. So I'll see you all in a bit.
Well, I suppose I better give you guys a bit of a quick van tour then, eh? So, up here makeshift seating area is literally just a memory foam topper that I folded in half and thrown a blanket over for the dog's sake. So that's what we've got, and a few old pillows from the old house that are going to be our sofa cushions for now. Underneath my feet here is the water tank, but we've made a nice step for ourselves. As I showed you in the last video, we've got our makeshift 240 system. For anyone who's new here, we don't plan on living in a makeshift world forever. This is just for the sake of the Land's End John O'Groats challenge, and then when we get back we'll be able to do all the finishing touches. But we really needed to sprint to get this into a livable state. So our dogs are crate trained, and they need to stay in here pretty much because they're little chewy buggers who love to go through wires and pipes and all sorts, and because we're not finished yet, a lot of that's still exposed. So this is their bedroom for now, and it's where they go when we're travelling. Dog food, need to find a place for that yet. Our little 3-burner hob and stove, which is a treat to have in here, an absolute win. Down here we've got Yin's foam roller, and then due to the lack of proper storage yet, we've just kind of gone with the box method. So this is all of our dry storage food, essentially what we're calling our pantry box for now. And then we've got our fridge as well that slots in. Dog bowls, shampoo, toothbrushes, toothpaste, hairbrush, all that sort of stuff. And then our other kitchen box in beside our fridge. We hope to undersling this eventually, but this is our big grey water tank for now, so that takes up this whole area. And then down here we've got our DIY compost toilet bin and our extra hosing that's going to make up our shower, but that's all connected so that can't really go anywhere, so it's just tucked in there for now. Our lovely deep sink with our shower. We bought a little tiny hook from B&M, whacked it up here, and that's just where we're chucking our coats for now. And then we've got this curtain until we come up with a proper solution for our pass-through, which is just white on the other side, which means when we want to go into house mode, that just flicks on there like that, and also helps keep the heat in here in the evening. Bed up top, the ladder's just outside at the moment, because we use the same ladder for inside and up top. And that is a pretty much whistle-stop tour. Now, let's get going.
Okay, so immediate decision making on this journey. Map wants me to go down this little lane out the back of my house which cuts across to Hereford. I know this little lane that I have decided to take has got some steep motherfucking hills. And my body is not in the mood for that today. Okay, that is the main little hills done. Start with, not fun, but done. Bit of a warm up, get the brain in the right place. Now just a bit of cruising, hopefully all the way to Hereford. Alrighty, made it to Halfords. Let's go get my brakes and bag. Alright, in and out pretty quick. So I've got a couple of Boost bars for snacks, some Haribos, a new frame bag that I can put the medkit and stuff in, and a very notional lock that someone can cut through very easily, but if I need to leave the bike anywhere, at least I've got one, and a new set of brakes which will go on this evening. Just had my very first call. Some stupid pleb in a lorry decided to try and overtake me when there was cars on the other side of the road, which meant he didn't have enough room to overtake me. Had to swerve his way back in and miss me with his trailer about that fucking much. On the plus side, I've only got about 3 miles left and Heather hasn't overtaken me yet, so I might actually beat her there, which would be cool. Well, just made it to Ludlow. At our little park up area for tonight, and the view, wow, Heather has outdone herself. another $1. I think this is day 6. Maybe I've kind of lost track of the days. Me and Heather were just trying to work out what day it was. Where did it go? Anyway, I'm in Ludlow, or leaving Ludlow, heading up north towards kind of Birmingham that way today. Should make some good ground, about 70 odd miles. Shouldn't be too hard. So, it is much colder today. Although we got blue skies, nice sun, it's like a bitter cold. I think the high is only going to be like 5 or 6 today. Low of like -1. And my usual attire that I've been wearing for the last 5 days is struggling. Well, my body is fine, like my upper body, where my jacket is, my legs are okay. My extremities are cold. My fingers are bad. And I've got some kind of insulated toe covers that my mate Gav, thank you very much, gave me. And they seem to make a good difference, so I'm going to put them on. I've said it a couple of times before, but it is beautiful here. Probably the prettiest area I have cycled through. Me and Heather have always spoken about buying a little small holding, kind of an old rundown farm and doing it up. If I could pick one place, if I could just pick, it would be here in this area. Wouldn't be Heather's, not close enough to a beach, but I'd pick here. What I want you got that might be hard to handle. Like the flame that burns a candle. The candle feels a flame. I think I'm losing it. And we're taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business. So if you've been following along on Strava and stuff like that, you'll notice that I haven't done many of my run days, and I've been substituting them for longer cycle days. It's because about a week before I started this damn challenge, I hurt my knee training, and on the first 15-mile run, it just flared up real bad. So I've been pushing on the bike to try and make sure I get the challenge done. But that's why I'm not doing much running. But the bum knee is catching up with me. Okay, to try and take this YouTube stuff seriously, trying to document the good and the bad bits. My left knee is getting pretty bad. It's flaring up pretty good. I've not one to let injuries stop me very often, but I'm gonna have to have a good break at lunch and a fairly hard look at myself to see if I'm gonna do another 40 miles today. Stupid pain, it's not even too bad. As soon as I put any pressure on it, it feels like it's going to snap in the ear.
What do you think? Work this around, get yourself in the water, and then you can tell me all about it. Oops, I'm going to sit down for a while, I'm just going to take him out. Come on. Oh, sorry, baby. Things are not going well, people. Not going well at all. If any of you out there are physios or doctors And you want to do some pro bono e-consultation with Yayan? That would be amazing. Because his body is giving in.
It's just my stupid left knee.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
You hungry?
Yes, definitely.
That I can fix.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, just give it a break now. Give it a break. It's just my friggin' knee.
Filling some Latuski. Will she wrap? She will. Is it ready?
It's up for me. Awesome. What? No way. Nah. No.
So, we've YouTubed the potential kind of treatment, diagnosis, blah blah blah, whatever YouTube had to offer on MCL ligament. I think the L stands for ligament, but anyway, the inside part of your knee, and it sounds like it might be the right thing, but not looking good.
No, not looking good at all. I mean, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to stop doing the challenge, because that's obviously, I feel like a bit of a fraud. I've signed everyone up for this. This is what I've told everyone I'm doing. But it's painful.
Yeah.
Hard, like.
So we've kind of come up with a few things that we could do at this point. So like we could scrap it all, which isn't what either of us want to do, but it's probably the best thing for Yayan's knee to give it the recovery it needs. He could just push through and probably wreck his knee for the rest of his life, but finish the challenge, which is not what either of us wanted to do. So we've just called a physio back in Hereford who's got like a really good reputation for recovery, and we've booked Yayan in for as soon as possible.
Yeah, so I'm going to go see the sports injury clinic guy in Hereford, hopefully get a bit of a professional opinion on whether it's going to be okay for me to give it a couple of days
Painkillers and go,
crack on, or whether I should give it at least a couple of weeks proper healing.
One thing we know for sure
find
though
out.
is like this isn't the end of this story. It's definitely going to get finished. We said hell or high water, so it's going to happen. It's just a matter of
how long it takes before we start again.
Yeah. Which we don't have the answer for right now. Hopefully we will by the next time we turn on the camera. So thank you for getting this far. Sorry it's been slightly anticlimactic, but this is life and
Sorry guys,
how it goes.
but I'll be back and we'll get it done.
So will Lottie. She'll get to Scotland too.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely. Come on, more positivity.
Okay.
Okay. See you next week, guys.
Bye guys.